Boy, it sure is good to be back. Hi, I'm Chanda Sparkles, and this is AstroTarot Tuesday night. Man, I feel like I've been gone forever. Thank you guys for your patience with me. I'm so excited for us to come in tonight and raise our frequencies. Yes, let's raise our frequencies together. I am an intuitive evolutionary astrologer, as well as card reader, death doula, and I play around in the metaphysics. That is my game. That's what I do. I have a lot of fun, but I also take it very seriously. This is a very serious decision on my part many, many years ago to put my spirituality and my energy first. Very important during these times. We are live on multiple platforms. So if you're on YouTube, thank you for being here. If you are on Facebook and in all of the groups, thank you to all the beautiful groups who allow me to come in every Tuesday night for AstroTarot Tuesday Night Live. I have missed you guys so much. It's been a challenging few weeks for many. I've had multiple SOS calls and messages. It's been rough, right? It's not been easy, and we've been pushed to our limits, and we have had to make some serious decisions with our lives. So we're going to jump all into the astrology first, and then we will go into the tarot, which I pull in the astrology as I go. Okay, I am a conscious channel. So the way this works is we are powerful spiritual beings. Yes, all of us. And the way this works is the tools are the astrology. The tools are the cards, our smudge, our crystals, our stones, everything, including us, is a frequency. We are all energy. Therefore, we give off an effect, right? Every single person, every single unique soul has its own beautiful energy. So we use tools to help guide us so that we can kind of expect, hey, this might be a challenging time. I might want to kind of chill out before I make a decision during this period. Or this is go time. This is fun time. This is positive time. We can really scientifically, through the ancient art of astrology, we can actually pinpoint these time periods. And that's what I'm here for. This is my passion. This is what I love to do. I was in radio for many years. So, of course, I'm going to bring in some contesting. Yes, every single month on the full moon month, we always do giveaways. And it's real super simple. All you got to do is like, subscribe, and comment on the replay video of this video after it's gone live. So, yeah, gosh, I'm so glad to be here, you guys. You have no idea. This has been a real challenging time for myself. So even though I am a conscious channel, I'm a seer, and I read the energies, I'm still human. I'm still going along with all of these energies with you. So I like to teach. I do have 2 placements in Sagittarius, the great philosopher. And so I teach as I go through my own experience. I wouldn't speak to what I do not know. I would not come out and try to explain something to you if I had not experienced the energies, whether that be in this realm or others. So anyway, let's look and see who's in the chat. I'm so glad. God, I'm so glad to see you all there. Hi, Sherilyn. Thanks for being here. There's Tracy Lee. Hi, sweetheart. Jerry Lynn. Hi, Colette. Christina Karst. Hi, Christina. Jules, my girlfriend. How are you? And Brandy and Aaron already joining in on the chat. Listen, guys. Thank you so much for having your patience with me. Just a little bit about what went down. I had my son who had battled addiction. We've had over 12 years of stuff that seriously, if I someday have time to write the book, it'll be a blockbuster thriller movie or 3. So you know, and it played out so perfectly with the astrology. I mean, I was like, something big's about to happen. I know his chart, I know my chart, and I know the current astrological energies. And literally to the day that I called it, bam. And I was in like a 3-week solid trauma, dark night of the soul, and literally battling what I call the addict entity. Yes, I see the entity in my house. Had to get it out of here. And, you know, honestly, I love my son with all my heart. He and I chose these life paths, just like you chose your life path. We chose some very challenging events to get through, because that's the life of a starseed. And two, when you raise your frequency and you make your spirituality your number one every day, and you do it for so long that you become illuminated, therefore the shadow, the darkness is going to play itself out in your life. And that's sure as hell what's been going on around here. So I appreciate every single one of your lovely prayers and your positive light that you have sent myself and my son. It has been felt deeply. So I honor you and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And let's get rolling, shall we? Let's see who else is here. There's Madness. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Madness Productions has decided to move to Padre Island. Yes, that's where I'm broadcasting from. I am literally on an island in Texas, and I am broadcasting all of this beautiful salty vibes your way. That's right. So I want to jump on in here real quick and just get this part kind of out of the way. Then we'll jump in and see the chart for the Gemini full moon happening this weekend. These are the gifts that I'm giving away. Literally, because we missed these last couple of weeks, okay? And before you start to shoot the messenger or anything, yes, they're saying you are the messenger. I was like, okay, they've been coming in and pushing me. Trust me. And I'm real careful with whenever I start to channel and pull in energies, because if my energy isn't right, I won't do it. I just simply can't, you know. So I'm doing a lot better, though. A lot better. Not 100%. Not 100% by any means. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Anyway, so we are going to be giving away this beautiful jasmine, which I love. I always think about Sagittarius as the sun is in Sag when I think of jasmine. Then I also have this white sage and cedar little bundle, and I've thrown in a little shell. Also, we have this wonderful diffuser that, like, you can hang it like in your car or whatever. You put your whatever kind of essential oil you want. That's just the one that comes with it. And then just because I'm going to wait and give this away next full moon. Yes, we're going to wait one more month because I missed like 2 weeks of promoting it. So instead, just to be fair, and because by then we'll be looking at the year 2022, I've got this brand new deck here. I bought these cards for myself about 4 weeks ago. And boy, have they come in handy as I have been going through some of the most darkest traumas I've experienced in some time. These little cards are so neat. They basically give you 50 different like ideas and affirmations to say every single day, just to help to remind you how to stress less and keep your frequency up. So I'm going to add that just because we're pushing it forward another 4 weeks until January's full moon. Then we'll do the giveaway. But I'm going to add that to it to make the prize even bigger. So, fair? Okay? All right, good. So, we got that out the way. Make sure that you go like and subscribe on the channel, Chanda Sparkles YouTube. And we're going to be playing tonight with the Golden Art Tarot. I love these cards. They're absolutely gorgeous. They have like all the gold in the cards, some of my favorites. We're also going to play with these. This is a new deck. I love these cards. I've been playing with these cards downstairs in my mini altar in my bathroom. And these are great. Star codes, oracles. Really, really great deck. I love it. Love it. And we're going to pull on the Beyond Lumeria oracle cards. They're always so intuitively beautiful. And I get a lot of messages just off of the like beautiful artwork on the cards. So we'll play with those tonight as well. And my favorite, really, truly, this is one of my go-tos. Just when I really need the deepest, clearest, most precise messages I can get. And I feel like going into the end of December, we need that. So, Tarot Illuminati, that's what we'll be playing with tonight. Let's see who else is here. Hey, Sandy. There's that soul sister. Hi, Melinda. Hey, Joshua. We got more folks coming in. I'm so glad everybody's joining. Let's go ahead and just blow it on up. I got a little bit of my Christmas going back there. Actually, those are my winter solstice trees. I love them. I have big versions downstairs as my, I don't do a traditional tree. I do winter solstice trees. And then I have them all across the kitchen table and I have everything all decked out. So I need to do a little video on that, but I'll tell you, I started decorating like literally right after my birthday, November 17th. But by November 19th into the 20th, I started realizing that my son was using again. And I was literally in the house with him for 10 days, trying to get him to go to rehab, wanting to take him to rehab. And he finally chose not to go. And he went with a friend from Houston that picked him up, and then all kinds of stuff happened, ended up in the hospital, psychiatric unit, and then in a rehab, and then left again. And then this morning, the phone calls started again. And so I literally around mid-morning to lunch, told the folks that I am having contact over there that no. No. I literally put the phone on airplane mode and do not disturb and did not. I was like, no, because I'm going to tell you, many weeks prior to this happening, it seemed like every single Tuesday, something would happen with him that would really throw me off. And then I would be like rushing, or I'd be late, or my energy be off. I had to remeditate. I was like, I'm not doing it, man. This is where I draw the line. And that is exactly where we are in the astrology. Truly, it is. So let's jump over in here and see. I think what we'll do first is, we're going to do just a quick affirmation. Where'd I put that? Oh, there it is. And I've got the Sabian symbol. We're going to read that at 27 degrees of Gemini, because that is exactly where this full moon is. And it's right on the galactic center. And we'll explain what that means as well. Super powerful, like truly super powerful. Okay. Take a deep breath. Okay, we're going to raise each other's frequency. I am connecting with you through your heart center. And we're just going to breathe into this and really know that as we spend our time together, whether it's you now here in the live, or you time travelers, you badass time travelers, thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate you being here if you're on the replay. I have a few people in London. They were like, I'll have to catch it tomorrow. I'm like, don't worry, girl. I love it. I love it. Go watch the replays, please, and comment. All right. As I was going through some books tonight and just looking at a few things, this bad boy popped out. And it's something that I just kind of held. I think it was actually on a candle or something at some point, but I really liked the message. And so I'm just going to state it before we begin. I have placed myself in ritual consciousness, my energy focused with a desire to create and alter my destiny. I deliver the strength of wholeness to heal my heart from grief, pain, and fear. Gentle healing is consuming my being now. Amen, aho, and so it is. All right, let's get moving, shall we? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to be back. I can already feel all of your love. Thank you so much for being here. It's so awesome. Hi, Patty. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. I'm glad you're here. Just double checking. Now, as I get going, if I don't catch you in the chat, please understand all of your chats come in all at once. So if you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook or if you're in one of the Facebook groups, they all come together in one chat. And as I get going on the channel and I'm focused in on the astrology, reading the astrological energies as well as going into the cards, I may not be able to always see exactly what's going on in the chat, but I know this Sparkle tribe kicks some major ass. You guys are always so good to each other. And my moderators are always so awesome about making sure and kicking out anybody that pops in there and tries to sell you a love read. By the way, I would never do that. Ever, 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 ever would I contact you to try to get you to give me your credit card. There's a bunch of scammers going about. So be smart as you're moving into this new year. And remember, always double check with people before you give them your money. Okay. Ah, goodness gracious. I'm getting a little sip of tea real quick. We've had a lot of electromagnetic energies, a lot of just spurts of sun and light that's like literally raising. And I just wanted to really touch base with you first of all. And like, this is my calendar. It shows all the astrological aspects on a daily basis. And I sit with this. I write notes after I meditated. This is kind of my guide on the daily other than going to the chart. It's one of the first things I look at, you know. So I just wanted to kind of talk to you about this week. You know, the main thing is we've just had Mars move into Sagittarius. We've had a lot of energy in the deep transformational waters of Scorpio. And now it's all moving out and into Sagittarius and Capricorn. We also had Mercury enter Capricorn. Mercury is going to join or has joined Pluto and Venus. Venus and Pluto are in a exact conjunction within an orb. I believe it's like 1 degree orb right now. And that right there is going to be the transit that is like dominating the first quarter of the year. Really from now until the beginning of March. You know, we'll be looking at Venus and Pluto really working over that Capricorn house of yours. So go with your rising sign and then count on over. And whichever house you have, like say if you have a few planets or your rising or your sun or whatever is in Capricorn, you want to really understand and know that, because that's what's about to be completely flipped on its head 2 more times. And we just literally last week had them come together, to be exact, not just days ago. Okay. So this is major. And it's going to happen 3 times, that Pluto and Venus conjunction. So we definitely want to make sure that we are paying attention. You know, Pluto is going to be like, okay, we must change this. This must be revised and looked at. Venus is saying, yeah, but I want everything to be lovely and beautiful and I want it all balanced and perfect. And Pluto's going to be like, you got to do that again. You know, it's really a time frame where this is a very fated, destined, karmic time. It's like you really can't predict a lot of this. You can kind of predict the general energies, but you can't, because it's so, I believe the whole next year is going to be unexpected. But honestly, I'm happy to report once we can get up to March into April, March and April, it's going to be a lot lighter year. it's going to be, I think, honestly, what did I put within the next? Okay, so the last 24 to 30 months have been really difficult for a lot of people. This next year is going to be a little bit better. So I'm happy to report that. But we've got to get through December, January, February, and kind of into March. But it's not too bad of energies if we can just get to the end of the year. These are some of the more intense energies, but we can utilize those for our soul's evolution. You know, you want to make sure as you're moving into these energies that you are really pulling your perspective back and looking at what the big picture is, truly. And I would say this week for sure, as we're leading up to this Gemini moon, which happens on Saturday, be absolutely certain. Like if there's something that comes up in your life that you're not certain about, be absolutely certain with something before you move forward with it. Because right now it's like everybody's having to release and let go of something. There's a choice point here to be made, and the choice will be made this Saturday, Sunday. I mean, you'll have complete clarity by Saturday, Sunday when this full moon apex is. But there's a little bit of illusion, delusion, unclear energies as we're heading into this week. Okay, let me just break it down. Excuse me, y'all. Every time I channel, it's like my nose doesn't run all day, and then all of a sudden, excuse me. Okay, let's see here what we've got. Yeah, that's what I put. It was a passionate and very emotional week this week. I really feel like we're going to understand more of our awareness, like the consciousness that we are evolving into as our cellular structure is actually bending, shifting, and changing within our bodies. We're going to come to these new awarenesses that maybe we honestly have never came to before, truly. And so it's really important to allow yourself that space to really feel into what the universe is speaking to you about. You know, if you've been pushed like I have, and you've been pushed and you've tried so many times to make things right, you've given every single thing that you can to that business or that person or that situation, whatever that is for you, you're going to gain so much awareness through this process. You're going to understand that your consciousness and your physical body is literally up leveling. Like it's happening. We literally are becoming more aware of our galactic heritages. We know that we are powerful, but we're going to feel that awareness within our cellular structures. This is literally happening within each of our bodies, whether we realize it or not. It's so important as you move into this week because the moon is currently in Taurus. Okay. So Taurus is literally going to square Saturn. Saturn is like Father Time, our controls, and Taurus, wanting to just be, I want some good food. I want some good sex. I want to eat. It rules the senses. It also rules the throat chakra. So if you've been having issues with your throat chakra, I had 2 messages of people saying, I'm having issues with my throat chakra. That's what's happening right now. And the universe is expanding on that, asking you to continue and speak your truth. But not only just speak your truth to others, but really be freaking truthful with what you want and how you love. Because the question to ask here as we move forward into this literal next week, we've got winter solstice, okay? We need to make sure that we know where we stand with ourselves. We must move forth in clarity into this winter solstice. We have to have the knowledge that the universe, pay attention. Are you conscious of being conscious? That's one of the things I've always said. Am I conscious of my consciousness? Am I in awareness and literally looking forward, planning shit? It don't work right now. And when you do try to plan it, something comes forth and it's like, I got to shift it anyway. So really, truly, the more present, the more in the now that you can be, the easier flow you're going to feel as these outside constructs are coming at you. You know what I'm saying? So please, please, please understand these are intense weeks ahead. This is emotional, passionate, intense weeks. But with that said, you know, tomorrow Mars is going to be exact on the South Node in Sagittarius. Mars is your ego. Okay. The Lord of War. You know, Mars, I like Mars in Sagittarius more than even though Mars rules Scorpio as the ancient ruler and was dignified there and really, truly, you know, it worked well there. But we've transformed enough. We've been deep enough. We've gone through the muck enough. We've been in the swamp, like sinking in quicksand enough already, right? So now it's time to expand on our beliefs, on our philosophies, on what our super spiritual truths are, to understand that other people are also going to be expanding upon that. Yeah. So, you know, you're going to hear this, you're going to see this, but I do feel like it's going to be a little bit easier Mars energy to deal with than Scorpio was. So that's positive. But the South Node in Sag, I mean, these nodes are about to leave. Okay. They're about to leave and they're going to go into Scorpio and Taurus. South Node in Sagittarius conjunct Mars is blowing your mind wide open with what you have to release. I mean, if it hasn't already knocked you over the head, it will. Let's put it like that. Okay. So you'll know exactly with complete clarity by the weekend what it is you personally have to release if you haven't already. Our ascensional power is in our emotion. All right. So with Mercury just moved into Capricorn, we're going to be thinking about and hearing about, and people are going to be communicating about all of the, you know, such as lockdowns and, you know, governmental bullshit that they're trying to push out, all of that. You can get all up involved in that or you cannot. And that's all I got to say about that. Choose not to. I haven't watched the news in almost 7 years now. I thought it was 6. I was looking back. No, it's almost 7 years since I said no to cable TV. You know, why? What's the point? If it's massively important, I'll see it. It'll be on the feed on some social media or it'll pop up on my screen when I pull up my computer. I have a general rule and you can take it or leave it. I don't go looking for news. If it's meant for my eyes to ingest, the universe is going to show it to me. Anyway, be careful what you're ingesting with this powerful portal energy. They're literally, okay, so the winter solstice, we have the winter solstice, which is happening 1 week from tonight, okay? Very galactic presence. But there's something that's very important. The galactic presence of the winter solstice is kicking off now. And this energy of this portal that's going to be, we can so take advantage of this. We can so literally use this and up level all of our frequencies if we so do it. But we got to work it. Okay. When you're talking about Capricorn with Venus and Pluto and now Mercury, how we communicate, how we think, what we say, all of our intellect being in Capricorn works it, you know, and they want the best of the best and they don't give up and they keep on going. That's why the goat climbs the mountain and he don't stop. He just keeps going until at the very tip top of the entire vista, he flies away and becomes a magical unicorn. Okay. So Capricorns are very intuitive magically, but they're also very grounded individuals because they're an earth sign. So with all of this energy there, and with the fire of Sagittarius totally reworking, we have 1 more week left of this fire energy. You're not going to feel this much fire. Fire's your passion. Fire's your work, your creativity. You're not going to feel that much. You better utilize this week. Get after it, but be clear. Neptune is there, and Neptune is now direct, starting slowly to pick up some speed. With Neptune being there, Neptune is illusions. It's smoke and mirrors. It's thinking you know, but you don't. Like literally feeling like, oh yeah, it's all good, and then it's not, you know? And Uranus being in Taurus, square to that stuff. You know, Uranus is basically the great awakener himself. And he's going to come out and he's going to shake it all up, and you just never know what to expect. So look at this is Mars rising. Okay, so now Mars has been in the underworld, is about to rise from the underworld in Sagittarius. Okay, so this will be positive for our energy. This will be positive for us to move forward, but it also could be, you know, seeing stuff in the world that's more warlike. So be aware of that. And the other thing is Venus is going to go retrograde. She's in her shadow phase right now, which means she's really, 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 really slow. Venus normally only spends about 23 to 25 days in one astrological sign. Venus is in there for like almost 4.5 months, 5 months. So, and she's already been there in Capricorn for a minute. She just passed Pluto, had a conversation with Pluto. And that's when we're making our decisions. But she's literally within like 1.5 degrees off of Pluto at this time. And this is a long, long lesson. This is a long movement of clarity. This is a long, like, okay, it could be your money. It could be your values. It could be your family. It's what you value. Okay. It could be, you know, other people's money. It could be death, transformation, rebirth, you know, getting a loan out of the blue, but having to like rework the entire paperwork or something, or thinking that you're about to get like a house and then it all falls apart. That kind of energy, that kind of stuff in our personal life. On a grander scale, this could be like a lot of changes. I guarantee you changes in how we deal with monies. That's going to be something I'll be talking a lot about in 2022. Okay. But it's all starting now. This energy really kicked off whenever we had the solar eclipse. So we're in it. It's here. Buckle your seatbelts. It's a fate train time. Like David Palmer with the Leo King, he calls it the fate train. And I was like, that's so true, you know. But it's also like a time where you can literally dream and stuff. Like literally by manifesting, by dreaming and really using that intuitive dream time, like, you know, getting creative in your meditations, writing it out, voicing it down, whatever it is that you're trying to bring in can really come into fruition. It's a very magical time. It's a very magical time. But I will tell you, Christmas Eve ain't going to be like normal. And you may have already noticed it. Like some people are just like, I don't want to do a tree, or yeah, I'm kind of like not doing a lot of gifts this year. All of that traditional stuff. See, Capricorn rules tradition. And a lot of traditional stuff is going to start easing up over these next years because it's faded. You know, the old monarchs got to fall in order for the new revolutionaries to come in. It's just part of the evolution of humanity as we raise our consciousness and realize and awaken to our own power. More and more people will realize how much power they actually hold within themselves. And when you bring 2 or more souls who know they got power together, there's nothing you can't do. So just remember that. Where are you focusing? Where is your focus? Where's your attention? That's so important to realize. Okay, am I focusing in madness or am I focusing on greatness? All right, let's see what else I got. Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer, the centaur. He's in Aries, and he's been basically retrograde, kind of like, reworking on all of our healing modalities, how we heal, what we are learning in the metaphysical realm. Chiron rules astrology. Chiron is the wounded healer times 10,000 as soon as he goes forward. And he's going to go forward on the same day that Venus goes retrograde, literally hours after the apex of the Gemini full moon that's on the galactic center of Sagittarius. The galactic center of the Sagittarius. Okay, so galactic center is like the portal to God. Okay, so when things happen there, things happen. And it's done. So just know you're going to be like at a crossroads of, I'm taking this path or I'm taking this path. And you're going to ask yourself, am I choosing this out of fear or out of love? Is this something I truly love and value? Is it for me personally, my best life? We're not going to do it how we used to do it. However, whatever it was, you're not going to do it that way no more. And you already know this. You already know you have to change it, and you probably have already made the steps to change it. And if you haven't, you're going to get there. And it's going to be probably by the weekend. You'll be crystal fucking clear. I guarantee it. Anything I've missed? Yeah, we're going to be like, whenever this Gemini full moon hits, like literally just hours later, the moon will be in exact trine to Saturn. That's Saturn in Aquarius. This is like aliens landing on the White House lawn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really foresee something massive is about to happen. I don't know exactly what it is because I can't pinpoint it exactly. Just expect a lot of galactic presence. And you're going to start hearing more and more about the galactics. It's coming if you haven't already heard. Mm-hmm. I think I covered everything right there. All right, let's look at the chart. Let's see what else we got here. Actually, now let's read the Sabian symbol, and then we'll pull the chart up at the same time so y'all can look at it. Hey, Renee. How you doing? Hi, Joshua. I'm so glad that you're here. What's up with the Z's? Am I boring you already? She's all Z. Okay. Shit. All right, here we go. Let's put this in here. There we go. Okay, there is the chart for the full moon in Gemini. You can just kind of have a little look-see at it while I read this Sabian symbol. Okay. All right, 27 degrees Gemini. I really love the Sabian symbol. This describes the galactic center and where we are at as a humanity in so many ways. So here we go. A gypsy coming out of the forest. A gypsy coming out of the forest. That's like literally what the title of this symbol is. This is a symbol of human enthusiasm or of self-consciousness mobilized, a freshness or naivete of self-realization and dramatized by irresistible desire for success and recognition in an everyday world. Here are the enlarged horizons which follow from the individual's faith in his own potentialities and his willingness to draw on them, and in generous cooperation with his fellows. Man thus finds the resources of all Man thus finds the resources of all nature available for his exploitation. The key word here is expenditure. Remember that, expenditure. When positive, the degree is self-release through joy in the accomplishments of the moment. Self-release through accomplishments of the joy of the moment. Not in the future, not in the past, of the moment. And when negative, complete disinclination to enter into the ordinary relationships of society. This symbol really speaks to me of that staying in the moment and realizing that we don't have to be all up in all of the societal BS right now, because there's going to be a lot that like transpires on the 3D that's not going to look pretty. I mean, these are energies that are reactivating stuff that like happened, same alignment, same aspects that happened when all of the COVID crap just began. So it's kind of that same stuff, but it's not as bad. And I'm not saying by any means that we're going to have another COVID year. No. I'm just saying this is the tail end of the residual energies that are playing themselves out. It's like grasping on to the last little remnants of the BS that they've tried to push. And so, yeah, they're going to push a little harder because our light is getting a little brighter. Actually, it's getting a lot brighter. So just know that, man, we got some killer positive aspects coming in March. And we'll talk more about that. I do, and I apologize. I wanted to do a 2022 video, and honestly, this is the first time I've worked in 3 weeks. So I'm getting back in my groove. I wanted to start the new show. I wanted that to begin. I'm getting back in my groove. See this chart real quick. I'm just going to point out a couple of things and we're going to go into the cards. All right. Let me see. Is everybody okay in the chat? Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you guys for being here. If you wouldn't mind, if you're on Facebook, please share it. If you haven't shared it, please share it out. I really would appreciate it. Encourage you all to go over to the replay at Chanda Sparkles and make sure you like and comment on the video. If you do that, it helps the algorithm to pick me up a little bit more. So I've been doing this almost a year now, and I really love doing it. And I hope that I can, it's not about being a massive, huge million subscriber channel to me. It's about making sure I'm available to connect with the right star seeds, with the light workers, and even just with, regular people who are like, I got to tell y'all this. I got the cutest call from this lady on the island who's been a friend of mine for a while, but like she's kind of a distant friend. We don't hang out a whole lot, and I talk to her here and there. Anyway, I've been teaching her, different things and talking to her and hearing what she has to say about it and stuff for some time. So like right in the middle of all my trauma, and I'm not kidding, I was crying my eyes out at that moment. She calls and I answered the phone and I said, so what's going on? I mean, I was really upset. And she's like, oh, what's going on? And I was like, I'm okay. Just what's going on with you? And she goes, Chanda, I have ascended. She said it just like that. I have ascended. And I said, oh, really? I said, please do tell. And she's like, nope, I see it all. I know my power and I know everything now. I'm like, well, just so you know, that made me smile in the middle of some massive trauma. But yeah, we are constantly ascending, but she was just so proud of herself. I've ascended. And I thought it was so cool. And that's like literally why I do this work, because that kind of stuff right there. Anyway, it was pretty amazing. So there's those bright spots. And they're going to start coming out and you'll have more awareness of the brightness, and it'll appear to you and you'll see it and you'll feel it as we go throughout some probably pretty crazy shit that's about to hit the fan over the next few weeks. All right. Gemini full moon. And if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the tablet. I have one of those little stand thingies, but it's just easier for me to do it like this. All right, so make sure that turns on. Hello, come on. Why is it not coming on? Get on there. I want this one. Thank you. Add. This one. Okay. Really? Chanda. Hold on. There it is. Yay. Okay. We have the Gemini. Ain't Jemima. Full moon. Okay. We have the Gemini full moon here at 10:35. You can see it right here. Don't pay attention to the house systems. I have this set for my location. So December the 18th, which is this Saturday, or if you're in the UK, it could be into Sunday. Okay. So 10:35 p.m. Central Time. We'll have right here the moon at 27 degrees Gemini oppose the sun at 27 degree Gemini. See there? Not too far off of this moon, we have the North Node in Gemini, the node of the moon, the karmic node, where the collective is moving forward to what we're moving into as a soul evolution, you know, what we're progressing towards. They always are retrograde, by the way. Right across here, South Node in Sagittarius. Okay, so for the past 18 months, while these nodes have been in Gemini and Sagittarius axis, we have released every kind of way that we travel, right? Sagittarius rules long distance travel. We have released a lot of our belief systems, and what we used to believe 18 months ago to what we believe now has completely changed. More and more of us are seeking knowledge. You know, if you think 18 months ago, you didn't have all these people going crazy looking for this, looking for that, need to know this. And that is all South Node and Sag. Reworking, restructuring how we deal with all of that. Now, we are not far away. The mean node will move in on Christmas Eve at 29 degrees Scorpio and 29 degrees Taurus. The true node doesn't move in until January, but we'll be feeling this energy starting the end of the month, and we're already starting to feel it because we're so very close right there. Okay. As you can see over here, we have Pluto and Venus in Capricorn. Okay, there's Mercury in Capricorn. Pluto and Venus have like I said, they're going to be together for almost 4 months. They have been together. And she's going to go retrograde this weekend, then she's going to come back, and then she's got to go back over those degrees again. So that's like 3 swipes total of these two coming together. It's a real major intense alignment. We also want to understand and realize that Jupiter, the ruler of Sagittarius over here, is going to move on into Pisces at the end of this month. This is so beautiful and positive. It really, really is. You know, Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, but it's the ancient ruler of Pisces. And this is the positive, beautiful energy that we're looking for. Okay, so just remember that's coming. It's on its way. With that said, we have a beautiful, perfect trine with this full moon. Ooh, excuse me. Hold on. Dang it. Wrong one. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay. That was quick. Okay. We have a trine from Jupiter. Oh my gosh. It's still on eraser. Stop it, Chanda. This thing. All right. There it is. We have a trine, which is a harmonious aspect from Jupiter to the sun and this moon. This right here, because Jupiter is like what brings the gifts, and he expands, and he brings the wisdom. He's the happy-go-lucky guy that comes in and makes everything okay when shit's hitting the fan. You know, I love Jupiter energy. Now, it can be a little boastful, you know, and you can watch out for some arrogance, especially when you're dealing with Mars right here in Sagittarius as well. So keep in mind, that's not too far off either. But this is really, I mean, with this being on the galactic center, we could like literally walk straight into our ascension. And I really feel like there's going to be a lot of people who are truly awakening to their power, truly realizing, hey, you know, what is this about? What is this, you know, I'm all energy and I can like totally manifest my life if I totally switch up my heart and my thoughts. Yeah, you can. But you have to also realize that you have to go through evolution of the soul. You have to experience all of the spectrums that the human needs to experience. We didn't come here to make it easy 24/7 because then we wouldn't evolve. What would be the point to incarnate on this planet other than to experience every emotion on every scale in the most intense ways? That'd be kind of a, you know, a dud, right? And that's not what we're going to get when we're dealing with the galactic center. This moon is right on the galactic center. Sun on the exact degree. Moon right across the sky from it going, hey, you ready? Let's go. 2022 starts now. Like literally the energy starts now. It does with this moon. This full moon, if I dare say, has got eclipse energy. It truly does. It has that kind of a vibe to it. And it's a good eclipse energy. Whew. But it's going to get intense. It's going to be like some of the most highest ascended light frequencies coming from the sun that's literally going to light you up. You feel your heart move inside you. You feel your bed shake. So important to be, you know, like for me, I only eat once a day nowadays. I just, food for like the past couple of years, I'm just like, it's not my thing anymore. And there's a lot of foods I won't eat. So things are going to start falling away. You know, you'll be like, that just don't interest me. Listen to your intuition. This is such an intuitive time. Such moves can be made. Such beautiful things can really, truly happen when one sets their mind to it and their heart. All right, what else am I missing here? Yeah, and then we're looking at the square. Here is Uranus in Taurus, and we're looking at the square. Uranus, by the way, will come out of retrograde soon. We still have Uranus in retrograde here. And then Chiron over here in Aries is also about to come out of retrograde this weekend. Remember what I've said, if you've not heard me, whenever a planet stations, which means it slows down to go ahead and turn back retrograde, appearing going backwards from us here on Earth, it intensifies and expands its characteristics upon that house, that placement, depending upon what it's, you know, what it's connecting with. So you have Saturn right here in Aquarius, and it'll be so good, by the way, when Jupiter leaves Aquarius. It'll be much easier, less Saturnian energies. It'll be it's just, you're going to feel a lot lighter. Okay. It's going to get better. I promise it's coming. All right. So we have Saturn over here in square to Uranus. Now it's a far square. It's a far-fetched square because the exact square has not come yet. We have one more exact square this year. We've already had two. That's the transit of this year. The transit of 2021 was Saturn in Aquarius squaring Uranus. Every single time some shocking shit came in and knocked you off your throne and you had to build it all back up again and start over, that was Saturn in Aquarius. And we're grateful for every single time, because we wouldn't have gained the wisdom, the knowledge, the character, the strength, and the knowing of the power that we hold from within ourselves. What we can do, because we are that powerful motherfucking spiritual being. We are. We just must believe and know and connect. So many cosmic soul family guides, you know, your ancestors are screaming, hey, ascend. You know, you are powerful. I feel that so strongly. And I know that you feel it too. If we just, I know the tipping point for humanity has come in, but now we're going to be dealing with some residual energies, you know, but at least I'm not saying, hey, the dark is at play on this moon. Don't go out underneath it. Go out underneath this moon. Go out underneath this moon 3 days before and 3 days after. Get your water out, charge your water, charge your crystals, everything you want to work with this moon, use it, use it, use it. I will be using it to add to what I've already been creating for this little bottle that's part of our giveaway. I'll be using it. Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's as much as I'm going to talk about on this astrology tonight. So let's move on into, let me see here. Okay. Let's move on into where we can get the cards going. Remember, I will do the 4 elements. I connect to the sun, moon, and rising signs. These are all meditated, smudged, cleared, and cleansed, including myself, my home, and my place. All right. You like my winter solstice trees, Renee? Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't do Christmas. I celebrate winter solstice. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and make the announcement right now. So next week on winter solstice, we will do a winter solstice ceremony in lieu of the astrology. Now, you know me. As I get going on the cards, a little bit of the astrology is always going to come out because it's always going through the conscious flow. But next week, I'm going to have a special guest here in studio with me and have a powerhouse of an assistant as we co-create winter solstice ceremony with you. It'll be a quick little ceremony. I will be posting in AstroTarot Wisdom group as well as on my page. I'm sorry, Astro Wisdoms group as well as on my page. What little bit of you're going to be required to do a couple of little things, and then you come and we'll do the winter solstice together and we'll do some cards. Okay. All right. Let's see here. That tea went down the wrong pipe. Okay. How's everybody doing in the chat? Hi, Amy. How you doing? Yay, Jupiter and Pisces. Heck yeah. That's what Amy's like. Yay. Oh my gosh, y'all. Jupiter and Pisces is going to be a lovely event. And see, we had a little taste this past year. I think it was around June, July, whenever Pisces went in Jupiter went into Pisces, dipped its toe in there, and we had some really nice, easy flowing energies there for a little bit. And then it went retrograde, went back into Aquarius, got amplified by Saturn, Father Time, Mr. Karmic grandfather comes in and says you got to start everything over, you know. And now through those lessons, it's moved forward. And I believe it's March 2nd. By the way, save the date. March 2nd, 2022. Literally, I believe that is the day that we are going to move forward as a humanity into a true awakened state. Like, I feel like in this short period of time, we are going to have so much truth come out, so much revealed, so many revelations, realizations. And dare I say, and I'm going to make this prediction. I'm going to say by looking, because I've just kind of started looking at 2022. You know, I started before all the trauma happened with my son, of course. And I was looking at it then. Then I started to refresh my memory. I was like, oh yeah, I remember. I think that honestly, COVID will be a thing of the past. Don't ask me how we're going to get there. But I think that it'll be just like, poof, okay, that's done. It's over. We're moved on to something else. And even like all the little variants and bullshit, it's just going to be like another flu. That's how I truly feel. And that's what I was given in meditation months ago, and then given it again when I started working on getting ready for today. And that popped in my head again. I'm glad I remembered that. I don't know if I remember if I wrote that down or not. Yeah, I did. I put it right here when I was meditating, writing right there. COVID will go away. Make sure I haven't missed anything with you guys. Yeah, I wrote down 3D is collapsed. Let it go. Your unattachment to things is your gift. Truly. Okay? Yeah, this is kind of like when you've gone to the beach and you've been there all day and it was fun at first, but then Betty Sue twisted her ankle and then you had to go and get like bandages for one of the kids that got stung or got scraped, or, you know, it's kind of like it's all great at first and then all this stuff happens and it's just like, it kind of even bring you down, you know, but of course it could be on a much more intense schedule. Like, oh, guess what? You're going to have to deal with your addict son, who is like completely a different person. By the way, there's a dark entity in your house and you need to remove it. Yeah. It could be stuff like that, but you got to learn to, and trust me, I am not perfect at it by any means. But what I have learned through all this is my unattachment to it is what's gotten me through. And realizing that every single bit of it is a gift. All the difficulties, all the tears, all the trauma. I, at this point right now, have no idea where he's at. I have no idea what's to happen. And in fact, I purposely shut down my phone because I was going to be focused on what's important to me, what's important to my life right now. Love, prayers, energy healing. I've got more freaking energy healers healing him all over the planet than I think I ever have. And trust me, I've called on a bunch. But I have to move forward with what I'm doing and raising my frequency and allowing myself to grow so that I can be the best person that I can be for myself and for this community and anybody else that I love and care about, you know? All of you are so important, so magical, such beautiful spirits. You glow, you vibrate, and your blood cells are changing. The DNA structures are changing within the human form. You are becoming galactic. You're becoming light. This is literally happening. So the best thing I could do in my situation was raise my vibration and work on what I love. Connecting with you, connecting with friends and clients, getting back in the swing of things while having some real tough realizations that I may very well have to send him on if he so chooses, because it's his path, his journey. His soul incarnated in that body, not mine. So hard to do, isn't it? Because we're moms. Or it could be your husband, or it could be your whomever it is, and whatever it is, it could be a situation or experience for you. If you're not clear, as crystal fucking clear as I am, to allow the ebb and flow of the energy and to allow yourself the grace of awareness through clarity in order to elevate your frequency, which will elevate the rest of humanity's frequency, therefore getting us to a better world. My heart is racing. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this. Thank you so much, everybody. Please go to Chanda Sparkles YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You want to make sure that you get in there and put your name for the drawing for next month. Next full moon, we will be doing the giveaway. Do a giveaway every single month on this channel. It's completely free. It's my gift to you just for connecting with me and connecting with my guides. Yes, they really appreciate you as well. So, okay, let's move on. Now, we're going to do the tarot portion starting now. And then we'll do the elements starting with water, fire, air, earth. They said let you choose. So slap me in the comments and let me know you want earth, fire, air, or water to begin the tarot reads. Well, that's a way to do it. Did y'all see that? Like literally it just fell out of my hand. I didn't even move my fingers. I had it like this and it was just knocked out of my hand. That's crazy. Okay. Sorry, I get so thirsty. Okay. Tell me, earth, fire, air, water. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got air. We got fire. More fire. More fire. Water. Earth. Water. Let's see. Water, earth, fire, water. 1, 2. I can't do no math. Shit. Okay. I see a lot of fire. So we're going to go with fire first. Yeah. Maria says fire, fire, fire. Okay. Remember, if you're on Facebook or you're in one of my groups, by the way, thank you to the groups for allowing me to come in, and we are streaming multiple platforms. Please don't forget to go to Chanda Sparkles, not AstroTarot, but Chanda Sparkles YouTube channel. Make sure you go there and you want to like and comment and subscribe. It's that easy. And then we'll do the drawing next month. Okay. And we have lots of really cool packages. I'm not going to go through them all. I'm just going to get into the cards because I'm being told, move along, little doggy. Move along, little doggy. I ain't no singer. All right. Sly Donnelly. Thank you for being here. I like that. Sly. Y'all know my mama's name is Sly. She goes by Sly. Her name is actually Sylvia, but she goes by Sly or Mimi. Oh, I don't think I got to announce. I'm going to be a grandma again. I have my daughter, Ashton, is pregnant. If you haven't seen that or heard that, you on the replay, you time traveling ass wonderful people. Ass wonderful? Okay, I can feel like my whole head's starting to tingle, so I can feel the frequencies coming in. I can feel them coming in. It's so great. All right, let's go ahead and move this on over. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. I kind of want to move this down, just not too much, but a little. Okay. Hopefully my sound isn't too high. It looks pretty good still. Okay, good. All right, so we're starting with fire tonight. The fire signs. Sagittarius, you got one more week. One more week and happy solar return to all the badass, adventurous Sages. Mercury has just entered Sag. I'm sorry, my bad. Mars has just entered Sag. So you're going to feel all kinds of energy. Like you're going to feel like you can really get a lot of things accomplished. You're going to feel as though somebody literally lit a fire under your ass. And you guys like that. So it's actually a pretty good energy for you guys. And Aries, fire sign Aries, the warrior. For a long time now, it's been 5 months that Chiron has literally been sitting there retrograde. Chiron's about to move forward and is going to do a lot more work on you in those degrees. I believe it's at 10. Let me double check because I need to know. It'll drive me crazy. Oh, there's my face. Let me make sure. What? Yeah. Chiron is at 11. No, I'm sorry. At 8 degrees retrograde. So it's going to start moving forward this weekend. Aries, the main thing with you right now is to stay focused in on what you're doing with your work for this full moon. You're going to create something really good, but it may take some trial and tribulation to get there. Especially if you're being activated by Chiron, the wounded healer. And then the Leos, the lovely, beautiful Leos. Great, knowledgeable, professional, keeping it all together for everyone else, Leos. You know, this has been a real solace time for you. You've gone through a lot and you've pulled within quite a bit. And it's really important that you understand that moving forward here, you have to have clarity. Okay. Leo, it's going to be imperative. Especially with having Saturn in opposition and Jupiter moving on out into Pisces. And that's happening at the end of the month. You know, you want to make sure that it's like Jupiter's going to oppose you with a gift. It's like something will be offered. Be clear. If you even have a little bit of doubt, wait until the weekend. Sunday, Monday, clarity. Complete clarity comes. It's kind of strange how that happens a lot, I noticed. It's almost like, you know, we collectively, through our electromagnetism, you know, which is our thought process, our energy vibration, how we roll with cycles. It's like we've all decided that all the hard shit has to come throughout the week. And then by the weekend, there's something that comes in that's normally pretty good. But I will say, man, I don't know. These last 3 weeks have been really tough for me. And I know a lot of you as well. So, fire signs, let's go with it. Nose is itching. Oh. I'm hearing twinkle, twinkle, little star. Baby blanket. Seeing the baby. Somebody about to have a baby. Here we go. All right. We have the Hierophant to start. And in fact, I'm going to zoom this in. You guys know that I always got to pull that in a little bit. I'm going to go to the Logitech. Excuse me just a second. Pull it in so you guys can see it really as close as I can get it there for you. I love the artwork on these cards. It's absolutely beautiful. All done with divine love and light. This is Major Life Event, Major Arcana card for the fire signs. We're just beginning the tarot. I hear you on the replay. Yes, time travelers. We're starting on the tarot and we're starting with fire on the fire signs. Your beliefs and what you've been feeling is completely shifting it up. You are really shifting in how you believe spiritually. The fire signs, you feel as though everything that you once understood, you're understanding on a very different level. Everything that you're moving towards, that you're believing, that you're nurturing, that you're understanding, that you're clearing out is going to be held in such a passionate way. This is going to be something that's going to come in and really challenge you, like really push you to expand your consciousness on this. This is the King of Wands. He don't play, and he's in charge. He's large and in charge. He's very strong-willed. Do not get caught up on the genders on these cards. Remember, this is an energy archetype. This guy right here, he's not going to allow anything to block his flow. And I'm hearing money flow. Like he's going to straight up come in and be in charge. And it doesn't really matter how your belief structure is. If you're going to have these kinds of beliefs and you're expanding your knowledge on the higher consciousness of your beliefs, then you definitely want someone to come in and challenge you. And I feel like this is someone coming in to challenge you. We're on fire signs. Fire, fire, fire. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Sun, moon, or rising sign. Always know your big three. If you don't know that, go to astrograph.com and get a free birth chart. Look for your ascendant, your sun sign, and your rising, your moon sign. You'll want to know those three because that's how these cards work. Gives you a better clue if you're new. Thanks for being here. All right. That's it. All right. But there's, see, this is the cups. This is water, emotions. This is there's something that's involved here with this person that's coming to push you to like expand on your belief structures. There's something that's being offered that you're just not quite good with. You're just like, I don't really know about this. I'm not real sure. So, because you can see here, he's like getting, the golden cup from God. You know, he's getting the universe. The universe is like going, here, don't you want this? Don't you want to make your life better? And I feel like you're like, I'm not real sure. Maybe you're not real sure about this outsider that's coming in to push you. Yeah, the Princess of Pentacles is outside of you, and it's learning. You know, something is coming in that's going to really, truly teach you. It's knowing that you can ground and manifest anything you want day or night through learning. I'm hearing education. I'm seeing like, you know, maybe somebody's going to start going to classes or something to learn about their belief structures. Somebody's coming in offering some kind of a gift and you're just not sure about it. So don't go with it right now. Wait till the full moon. All right, we have the Ace of Cups. See, this is beautiful. You have the seed of love. You have the seed of love, fire signs. That's awesome, right? But you're not seeing it. There's something you still have to learn. This is why you're not all fired up about it like this person. You're like, I want my cup of love, but I don't understand it. It's not clear. This is a seed. This is like a brand new, fresh start of something that truly fulfills you, something you truly love, and it makes you feel wonderful, you know? But you don't know everything. And that's why you're disinterested. And this guy's like, I don't care. He's like, I'm going to push you and you're going to do it anyway. Girl or guy. Or it could be thing. Some kind of angst, some kind of situation coming in and kicking your ass to make you realize that you have this waiting on you. You just need to learn more about whatever this situation is. And the Prince of Wands is definitely, oh my God, that's the best way. So the Prince of Wands is going to come in and he's going to totally give you the information you need. So whatever this is within your belief structures that you're learning and evolving, because this is major life event, major arcana. Okay, that's a major card. With this Ace of Cups, you're learning more about your belief structures, allowing someone to come in, maybe not feeling so good about it because you're not really sure about it, knowing you got to get some more knowledge about it. Shit, the couple of love is there though, right? This Prince of Wands, he's coming in. He's coming in. He's on his way. He's going to make it better. You got 2 fire energy here, okay? Jump in the cup of love. Okay, here we go. Jump in the cup of love, but just make certain that you are following your knowledge, clarity. This is a big thing for a lot of people right now, not being sure. It's there. What's on the bottom? Ha! What did I say? This is the karmic time, y'all. This is you got the cup of love. Oh, hell. So you got this Wheel of Fortune, major life event, major arcana card. This is karmic, okay? On this card, you'll see here depicted all of the fixed signs. Fixed signs. The fixed signs, they come in and they solidify it and it stays until it moves on to the mutable signs. But the fixed signs, you can see here's the eagle for Scorpio. And here's the Taurus, okay? Here's Aquarius and Leo. This is like knowing that whatever is going down with this entire situation, it's fated. And it's karmically going to happen one way or another. The more you realize that you're here for a school of life, the more that you realize and really kind of pull back and expand your consciousness. Like I said earlier, be the eagle. Look, there's the eagle. Be the eagle way up on his perch who sees for miles and miles. Be that of your life. See the bigger picture of things. Knowing that this is fated, knowing this is destiny, knowing that, honestly, don't move forth with it. If there's an offer there and you're unsure, gain the knowledge that you seek. But truly, you must understand this is fated. Very fated time for the fire signs. We're on fire signs. I can hear y'all in the replay. It's like, hey, what signs you on? Like a little bitty voice way far away. All right. For the fire signs, we are going to pull. Oh, which ones are these? Oh, from the Beyond Lumeria deck. Fire sign. Okay, that just like popped. Ooh, look at her. Oh, she's beautiful. Look at that. Let me get it all up in there. Hold on. She's so pretty. Journey to wholeness. She is completely balanced in her flow. Every single one of her energy centers. All 12 rays are blasting. She knows her power. She owns her power. She also knows it's part of the journey. It's part of the soul's journey evolution. One more. I want one more. Oh, half of these are on the daggum. Thank you. And I smell something sweet. I'm a clairsentient. I smell across the veil something sweet, like glazed donuts or some kind of sweet sauce dripping stuff. It's just got real sweet in here, y'all. Like super sweet. Like so sweet that like that kind of sweet that you can only take a couple of bites because it's too sweet. That kind of sweet. Whew, that's strong. It could be some lady's perfume too. It's really sweet. All right. This one? Oh, I love that. Now, I remember at the beginning of this read, before I even pulled cards, I was feeling energy of a baby, like little nursery, twinkle, twinkle, little star. And I love that trust your innocence comes in. So can you see her? Isn't she cool? Trust your innocence. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Right there. That night, you know, in the Sabian symbol for this Gemini moon that's opposing Sagittarius on the galactic center, it said about the naïve, to be naïve, to really feel like, okay, let's just pretend all this is a play because it truly is. And let's just know that we're here to learn and evolve and grow and love. As long as you're genuine on your innocence and your journey to wholeness through evolution, this is fated. Gain the knowledge that you need and trust because you have the cup of love, the seed of growth through love. That's beautiful for you fire signs. All right, going to move right along. Thank you so much to the fire signs who have been here tonight. All right. Hi, Marie. Hi, AV. Thank you for being here. Hi, guys. How's it going? All right. Who are we doing next? Who are we doing next? Are we going to... I can't remember if it was Earth or was it air? Water? Who's next? Who's next? Octavia. That's a cool name. Hey, y'all, don't forget to put where you're from when we start getting new people in. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for being here. I'm just catching up on... Now, remember, I'm on 7 platforms. So, I have Facebook and YouTubers from different groups coming in. If you are in a group, just remember, this is how it comes up, how I see it. There we go. Just like that. Oh, my gosh, y'all. Y'all should have said something. Okay, so I bought this pillow for... And I've got the tag on it still. So freaking Texas, right? I bought this little pillow. It has stars on it. See? It's cute. For my back, because y'all, my back and my neck has been, whoa, I've been having to get a lot of healing done on it. And the tag's all hanging off. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm here. Don't give 2 shits. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, I'm so happy to be back. It feels so good to be here with y'all tonight. And on the replay. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Cards are flying. What was that? I'm not going to keep it. I just want to see what it was. Princess of Swords. They're telling me I've got to go to air. They're telling me I have to go to air. Gemini rising is Sandy, and Jerry's got air up here. Yep. There we go. We're going to go with the air signs next. We've already done fire. Now we're on air. After air, it's up to y'all. Do we do water or do we do earth? You can put that in the comments and then we'll go from there. We never do anything according to plan around here. I never this is all intuitive. So, and when I start channeling, I may miss you in the chat. So I do my very best to try to keep up, but that's just how it rolls sometimes. So is everybody good? Is everybody good? Thank you, Sandy. Hi, Melinda. Water, 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 she says. Joshua, he says, save the best for last. Joshua just likes to be last because he knows the more I'd go, the more they start coming through. Right? I was told that twice already, that they like it when they go last. And I said, really? I would have expected y'all wanted to go first. And they said, no, I like it because the more you go, the more comes through. And I was like, I guess so. All right. So we are going with air from the air signs. Aquarius, you only have a short period of time that Jupiter will still be in your signs. Now, Jupiter is a year-long transit, okay? So it takes 1 year for Jupiter to go through one sign. Jupiter is going to leave you a gift. If you haven't already received it, you've got a big gift coming if you did all of the work with Jupiter. Everything Jupiter touches expands. Now, Jupiter could expand your waistline. You know what I'm saying? Jupiter could expand something that you don't want expanded, So it all depends upon your growth. And with Saturn there being in Aquarius, this is a 2.5 year transit. It's been there for about a year. And it literally is going through and teaching you all kinds of lessons. This always happens around 37, 38 years old, and then in your late 40s, early 50s, somewhere in there, just depending on your chart. It's called your Saturn return. And Saturn returns aren't always easy, but they evolve and push us to where we really, truly need to be. So Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So Gemini, happy full moon. You only get one once a year. And that the north node of the moon is about to leave your sign. You have learned a lot. You've expanded a lot. This was an 18-month cycle. And so congratulations. That's awesome for you guys. Jupiter will be in trine. Trine from Aquarius. This is a grand air trine from Aquarius on over to you in Gemini. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. Make sure that you're using, make sure you're using these energies. They're really positive energies. And then we have Libra. Libra, it's time for you to go ahead and stop trying to please everybody and trying to do every single thing for everybody else and start really focusing on what it is that you want. Okay, Libra, you haven't had a lot of action, so you've had time to settle into the choices that you made a few months ago. But now it is time to make the decision. I think Libras out of everybody is going to have more decisions in their relationship than anybody because their ruler is in Capricorn, about to go retrograde. So all of Libras, all of Tauruses, they're going to really have to get some serious lessons going. Okay. So let's move on to the air signs. All right, here we go. One more shuffle. Take a little sip of my tea. Air signs. Air signs. And you want those? Okay. What is this one? I am taking reversals on these cards. I purposely flipped them all up. So we have, put this here. What is it? I need my glasses. I'm getting like blind, y'all. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, it's the Knight of Coin. Okay, so we have the Knight of Coin in reverse. And the Two of Cups in reverse. There's been something that you air signs have been having to go slow and methodical with, and you've had to take each little step one by one in order to get and deal with some sort of a relationship, whether it be a work relationship or a love relationship. There's something that you've been working on slowly and methodically, something that's like literally have had to like stop, write things down, take step 1, then step 2, step 3. I see a lot of steps. I'm envisioning like steps. I keep seeing steps is all or maybe you're going up and down a bunch of steps. But these are steps in your life that you've had to make due to a relationship being not so great. Yeah. So we have the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is here to say, let this go. In the upright, the 10 of Wands is like my hero card, pushing on, getting to completion, knowing he only has a little bit of time left to take care of all of these steps that he's had to make. But this right here says it's time to drop it. Time to release it. Time to let it go. These are steps you had to make. I feel like the air signs, I'm seeing people going like this, like shaking their head. I feel like the air signs have had like so much going on upstairs, which y'all are air signs. So you're mental, you think a lot, you speak a lot, you communicate a lot. And whatever this was that took some time to release and let go, it's not easy. Not easy at all. Lots of steps made. Yeah. So somebody else that was outside of you, like truly had a hard time walking away from this. This was like a straight up split. I'm hearing this as a split up, whether it be with a love relationship or within a work relationship, family relationship, whatever the hell it was, air signs. But the other person, it was like they didn't want it. They kept pushing it. And you knew these were the steps you had to make until you could just totally drop it. But air signs, understand this. Whenever you make these decisions, don't go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Not during this time. There are times when it's good for analysis and really looking back and forth and stuff. This is not the time for that. If you don't have complete clarity, wait, and then you will. That's a general overall for everybody during this period. Yeah, my heart hurts for the other person, whether this be you or the other person. There's a lot of pain here. My throat's hurting, like I don't want to talk, like I've got a lump in my throat, and I can feel like that heavy, like a weight. Okay, that just went. You want those? All of them? Okay, dokie. All right, so we have now. Look at there. There is Libra herself, Miss Justice, major life event, major arcana card. Yeah, this divorce is on its way. So somebody's legally getting divorced, or somebody's legally leaving a business, or somebody's like there's legalities going on that are going to be in your favor if you let this go. And even if that other person keeps coming at you saying, I want this back, or I want to try this again, or let's do this, or keeps throwing shit at me. I hear throwing shit at me. You keep throwing shit at me. What else we got? Oh, looky here. You got major life event, major arcana, the strength card. Okay. So you have the strength to walk away, but this is an inner strength that you're going to have to find from deep within you. I just heard the balance of the two is what will see you through. And look, another major life event, major arcana card. This is judgment. Okay. This is Scorpio energy. This is Pluto energy. This is Venus energy. This is Libra. Leo. Even if it was to be something that you would have to like kill off, like, and I'm not saying commit murder. That's not what I meant. But like if you had to totally kill it off as if it was the energy of cutting the cord, as if you had literally removed them from the universe. You know what I'm saying? Removed that person from your perspective, which means cutting all ties completely, not even allowing them to live rent-free in your mind. Definitely not in your heart. The second life that you have to live, I'm hearing the rising of the next life that you have to live, air signs, is going to elevate you to such a new, complete, like, beingness, the complete world that's like nothing like what you had before. Every single day, a walking presence. And then finally, they wanted all these cards, so you got some extra ones tonight. Yeah, getting your accolades on. That is the Six of Wands. That's fire energy. That is the guy that comes home from battle and all of the townspeople cheer and throw flowers. It's like complete acknowledgement of accomplishments that you have made. Because you've been working so hard on all of this. You know, it was difficult to get through that. And you're still probably going through it a little bit. And you're going to have some more stuff ahead. But when it's all said and done, you will be the one. That's right. That's right. Look at this. So move on. Look at that. You have victory. The major life event, major arcana. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Major life event, major arcana cards in this read. Right there. Victory. Now look, you see this has like sphinxes, right? Sphinxes? Okay. Sphinxes. Y'all, I am from West Texas originally. Now I live in South Texas on an island, right? Anyway, we have sphinxes here. So these sphinxes are like yin and yang. This and that. Just like the Gemini moon. Fish going one way, other fish going the other. One twin ascended and one twin on earth. Going two total different opposite ways. Same thing within this victory. And look, he's like, I'm going to move on with these, I'm going to move down the road in my chariot. I'm going to be able to do whatever it is that I need to accomplish. I will have victory. So even though it's difficult, even though it took a lot of steps to get here, and even the person like that you're dealing with doesn't want this to end, it's over, it's done. You're going to be getting your just deserves with complete inner strength that you need. Blow it. Blow your horn. Like literally, like I want you to go make a horn sound. They're saying just literally make those sounds, tone those tones, like vibrate your being. You will get there and you're going to have such accomplishment, but you're going to have to drop this and this person's got to go. All right, let's keep moving. All right. For the air signs, we're on the air signs. Okay. No. Oh, yeah. Uranus change right there. So let's make sure it's all off in there. Yeah. Uranus change. Uranus is in Taurus. Uranus has been in Taurus. It's a 7-year transit. Uranus rules Aquarius. Aquarius is revolution. Uranus is rebellion. Okay? Uranus is you must evolve. Higher consciousness energy. Oops. And looky there. The North Node. The future. What was I just speaking of? Aquarian and Uranus energy is very futuristic. Very out there. Uranus is way out there. And it's very different. The planet itself, right? So the North Node of the moon is like our fated future. What we're going to be moving towards. So future forward on this. Like future forward. Future forward, air signs. You can get through it. I love this for the air signs. So cool, see? Aren't those neat cards? I love the star codes cards. They're great cards. Very cool. They feel good in the hand too. All right. We are moving on. Where are we moving to? Anybody? Anybody know who's next? Is it water? I'm hearing water. What was this? Oh, a trine and sextile. Look at that. Trine and sextile. I wonder why. It's because, you know, a sextile is a double trine. That's why. It's beautiful. Look at that. I love these cards. Look, I'm going to show you up close. See if I can get them to clear up. Cool, huh? I bought a whole bunch of new cards. I don't know, a few weeks back. They've been sitting over there in the box, and I got out a couple. I guess it was last week, and I started working with those. And I started working with those stress cards. By the way, those stress cards, let me show you the cards just because we're halfway through, aren't we? Yeah, we got to do water and we got to do earth still. These cards are like sticking. Come on, babies. Some of them just come up real easy and some of them still stick on my board. But I love my magic board. This was made for me by Rev Shar of the Chapel of Spiritual Light. She made this little tray for me. It's gorgeous. All right, give these a shuffle before we move on. Okay, are we on water? Yeah, I think we are. We're going to use the Tarot Illuminati. Water signs, water signs, water signs. And because I'm a Scorpio rising, Sun, and Mars, I'm going to start with Scorpio. Scorpios, you guys have had your transits. Now you'll start getting some squares and you'll have some oppositions and things will start happening pretty quick. But there's a little lull from all the trauma drama that's gone down in your life, Scorpio. There's a little lull, but it won't last. You know, when the North Node moves into Taurus and the South Node of the Moon moves into Scorpio, this is what came to me in a meditation. If there's anybody that can handle the South Node transit, which is not the most like fun transit, truly it's not. When the nodes of the moon and the karmic nodes, the ass of the dragon, basically runs through your sign and you have a lot of placements, it's not always easy. But if there's anybody that can handle it, it's a Scorpio, because we tend to go through more death, transformation, and rebirth than anybody else. Our whole damn, that's what came to me was our whole damn life. Our whole damn life is a South Node transit. It's not really that funny, but you got to laugh at it, right? Because it's all a game and all energy's the same. So you just got to flow with it. All right. So who else we got? We got Scorpio, Pisces. Oh my gosh. Your life is about to get really, really good. Really, really good. It's the end of the month that Jupiter on, where is it? Yeah. The end of the month on the 28th, Jupiter moves into Pisces. That's according to my local standard time here in Texas. Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer. Cancerians, you guys are about to get real kind of like, be careful about being too overly emotional during this transit. You could get hit a lot with heavy emotions. Cancerians are going to get the heavy duty. They already are ruled by the moon, period. The full moon. But they will be getting aspected, and it's important to hold your emotions. Not saying hold them in, but don't let them get so inflared that they take over you. Process them, release, and move it on. I'm hearing process it and release and move it on, because you guys are so super sensitive sometimes that it can embody your entire everything, not just yourself, but everybody around you. So be careful, because you're that powerful. I need to hit off this damn vape, y'all. Yanni, hi, how you doing? Virtual hugs to you. Tracy Lee, hello, 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 Yanni. How has everybody's week been? Raise your hand if your week has been challenging for the past 2 weeks for sure, if not 3, because I've been gone for 2 weeks. I really don't want that. I want to be able to be here every week, and I want to be able to do my additional videos that I've always planned and my additional shows. I want to, start with my Astro Conscious Convos. I have like a little show that I want to do. There's a lot of things in my vortex. Let's put it to you that way. There's a lot of things coming forth for sure. One more shuffle. Your son's Cancer, Amy says. My son is Cancer, and the emotions been up and down, been triggering, but staying in a kind space. Yeah. All right, we're on the water signs. Let's go. Ooh, the Lovers. That is the card and representation of Gemini, major life event, major arcana card to kick off the water sign read. Soulmate union. Duality. Things being split for the water signs. Long, rugged roads have been walked. This one. All right. And we have the Princess of Cups. The Princess of Cups is here to challenge us to remember to play, to be youthful, to be in that more light, as a child would say, be like me, have a lollipoppy. And I'm seeing and feeling all these children. Okay, so hold on a minute. So today, I haven't said this yet, but I have a pool out here, and I had a lady, actually my handyman came to me, my good friend James, he says, hey, there's a lady who teaches children how to swim, and she doesn't have use of her pool for a month. Would you be willing? And I'm like, sure. So I call this girl up, really great energy on this girl. I really like her. And she's here today, like teaching all of her students, and parents come for like 30 or 45 minutes. And, a new parent would come and a new parent. And so there's all these different children around here today. And so I'm envisioning a lot of children here. That energy when you walk into a room of kids playing in the pool, like there's not a better love, right? So I manifested, I've missed my children, and I've missed my granddaughter so much. And I really yearn and long to be near, but I know I can't right now because she's like 5 hours away. And so I manifested children here. It just fell out the sky. And so it was such an upliftment to have all of that beautiful energy. And I'm being told to tell you, water signs, you have that beautiful energy about you. Remember that you can uplift any situation with your vibrational love, because you're that deep. You can stand as tall as a mountain in the strength of your love heart center, like how you feel here Not here. Here. How you hold that as a separate entity energy is your emotion. But you can bring that emotion to high states, and you can learn to bounce back from difficult, challenging events. Oh, that was a lot. You want those? Okay. Well, they're saying take the hoe stack. That's what we'll do. All right. We have the Queen of Swords next to the Princess of Cups and the Lovers. Ten of Swords. Yeah. And the Prince of Swords. The Two of Cups. Jesus, this is a lot. Temperance. Eight of Swords. Nine of Wands. And ends with King of Cups. Move some of this away up. Yeah. Even though this has been a really difficult time and someone has been left hurt, I believe it's both. Both have left, okay? Both have been left hurt. I'm feeling really harsh energy and regret. Because this Knight of Swords comes in and says, okay, this horrible pain, like this is like someone dead on the floor energy. You know, there's always a light in the distance. There's always a way out of it. But this is after someone's literally just straight up killed your ass. And something came in really quick. But you have two soulmate energies here with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. To use that childhood energy and keep your intuitive flow, like to really pull in that childhood energy is what has gotten you or this person. It could be you or this person. I feel like it's another person outside of you, honestly, water signs. And I feel like there's some kind of quick communication, some kind of quick happenings coming in because we have the Knight of Swords coming in here. Something that's going to like give you more clarity. I knew this was going to be a theme this week. There's a clarity theme that must be like, you got to have complete clarity. But this is super love, passionate, soulmate. I mean, this could be a twin flame. This is like partnership. And you know, when you have temperance here, it's basically major life event, major arcana, Sagittarius. This is asking you to be okay with your higher consciousness as well as your 3D consciousness, being able to flow in and out of both, knowing that you are all powerful in both, knowing that you're so powerful through your intuition, because there's something here that you're just not wanting to see. You know, the Eight of Swords, she says, you know, I don't want to look. This has been too much. I mean, she comes before the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety, and then this Ten of Swords, which is you're dead on the ground. So there's something here. And then the way that this Nine of Wands is looking over at this Eight of Swords, it's almost like, okay, there's somebody else outside of this person that you're dealing with, that's your soulmate. There's somebody else outside of this person that's like literally guarding over, watching over, assisting, helping, communication coming in the aftermath of the trauma of the situation. And do not worry, do not fret. I could get this up. There we go. The King of Cups is here to say, you know, it's okay to be deep and emotional, because through your emotion, through your intuition is what's going to help you in the long run to deal with this ongoing soulmate relationship. You may have to come in and be harsh. The Queen of Swords, she don't put up with shit. She don't. She can be all loving and all kind, but out of all the queens, she's the hardest, like roughest to deal with, you know? So to be innocent and feeling that intuitive childlike flow will help you to get through this. And owning, the King of Cups owns his intuition, his emotion, and how he handles himself. He owns it. He's the almighty mighty. But somebody, look for somebody else outside of this person that you're dealing with. There's somebody in addition. I keep hearing there's somebody else. There's somebody else. There's somebody else is what I'm hearing. Let's go ahead and pull you a Lumeria card. Beyond Lumeria cards for the air signs. Oh, wait. We got to look at the bottom of the deck. My bad. Shit. Oh, yeah. Here we go. You got 7 of Pentacles. That is Earth. You know, that's really knowing that all your hard work and effort that you're putting in is going to come to fruition. But it's going to take some time and efforts. And you're going to have to lean on other people outside of this couple, outside of these 2 soulmates of this situation that's been so hard and hurtful. But the 7 of Pentacles guarantees that, you know, with time and patience, things can be okay. Things can be well-rounded. And there's always temperance. You know, you got this. This is a rough card. It's one of the rough cards you can get, in my opinion. Temperance, you know, you got that angel basically in all knowing of flow between every kind of existence that he could be in. Patience, temperance, balance. Staying in the unattachment zone. You cannot attach yourselves, water signs. We're on the water signs. I hear you in the YouTube replay. We're on the water signs. You cannot attach yourselves to everybody's outcome. That's so easier said than done, I understand. But you can't allow it. I'm seeing like an elderly mom giving you advice. There's people around that you need to lean more on. There's someone coming in for you that's going to be a real big support to you through this process. You must have patience. Look at this. Okay. They told me to take off the bottom. Evolution. This is all about your soul's evolution. This is why you came here, was to evolve your soul. And to learn to love unconditionally. But also survive with no bullshit. Like really. Evolution, baby. Look at her. I mean, like, seriously, evolve and go up the stairway and understand your DNA structures, and everything is changing along the way. Your body, how it's changing, like the symptoms that you're feeling from this trauma, from this breakup, from this, you know, hurt, pain that you've been through or you've put someone through. You've got to realize that every single bit of it's a gift. One more here for the water signs. One more for the water signs, please. Thank you. Okay. You also got journey to wholeness and trust your innocence. Y'all, I can't make this shit up on these cards. This just happens. It just blows my mind. We just had trust your innocence and journey to wholeness 2 signs ago. Everyone is coming together on their evolution, on their evolutionary journey into the higher ascended beings that we are. We're just all remembering. We're just all remembering. And I'm getting tingles all over my head on that one. And remember, I was speaking to the children and really like, really truly feeling the energy. Use that. Use it. Use it, water signs. Like literally, if you start getting yourself into some kind of angst or something difficult or some kind of trauma or something is coming, I want you to stop and I want you to imagine lots of little children playing in a swimming pool, splashing around and laughing. And remember what that feeling is like. And then take that exact feeling from breathing into that and put it in you. And then move forth with whatever drama you're dealing with, you know? They're saying have fun with it. Even if it's hard. Even if it's hard. Especially if it's hard. Find bits and pieces of how you can have fun with what you're going through. Okay? All right. Thank you, water signs. We are on to the last signs of the night. The earth signs. I know. Yeah, the earth signs. We're on the earth signs. Renee says, interesting the polarity of the dark entity and the light of the children most newly arrived from the spirit world. Yes, indeed. You are correct. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. I hadn't even thought on it, but I don't think, I just flow. Okay, so let's go. We got that freaking earth signs. My grounded, stable, beautiful earth signs. All right, Capricorn. Whoa. You got Venus in your sign for another 4 months. About to go retrograde this weekend. Literally like 5 or 6 hours right after we have the new moon in Gemini apex. You also have Venus and Pluto. Pluto's still there. Pluto's going forward. Pluto and Venus are having a dance of destruction in your sign. Yay! No, but truly, seriously, everything you value, love, money, and everything you think you know, you don't know. Just letting you know. So you think it's going to go this way, then it goes that way, but then you didn't realize it could really go that way. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be like a slow build, burn, recover, build back, burn, slow build, learn. Yep. Because that's how that energy is going to flow. You'll learn on the last third time around. When Pluto and Venus come exact. They're doing it 3 times throughout this period. This long period. This unique and different long period with Capricorn. This is the transit of the first quarter of the year. Other than Jupiter, you know, moving into Pisces and then coming up and conjuncting Neptune. Neptune is also the ruler of Pisces, so those two will come together. Oh my gosh, that's going to be like pure God spirit magic. It's going to be good. We're ready for some good, right? All right, then moving right along to Taurus. You still have Uranus in your sign, Taurus, and it's so important that you realize that you're not going to be able to predict this shit. And you really got to think before you do things. You got to really be sure about things before you move forward. And just because something's in the distance and far from your touch, from your grasp, doesn't mean you can't reach out and create it. Because guess what? You create. That's your motto. I create, Taurus. Create. Create whatever the fuck you want. You can create good. You can create bad. You got free will to do whatever you want. And however you want to create. You're going to be creating a lot of positivity in your life through a lot of, I would say, expanded awarenesses over the next 18 months when the North Node gets to 29 Taurus and starts moving on through. All right, we got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, the healing Virgo. I just got a total picture of a straight up Indian headdressed Indian woman or man. It's an Indian headdress. No gender. Okay. So there's a total headdress straight up Native American in full dress here. But they're in the now. They're now people. They're not like ancestrals. Interesting. Okay, I got that. All right, Virgos, Capricorns, Taurus. Sun, moon, and rising. Let's go. All right, we have the Page of Swords here. I see somebody who's got kind of an attitude with this card. Somebody around you's got an attitude about something, or you got an attitude about something. Do you want those? No? Okay. Somebody's got an attitude. It's like somebody needs their attitude corrected, truly. It's like annoying. I'm feeling annoyed. Yeah, and it's something within the family structure fulfillments. It's like you're reaching so hard to get that perfect live earth signs. You want it so bad, like you can taste it. Like you want it so bad. Whatever that perfect life is to you. But something keeps on coming in. I'm annoyed. There's no way to describe. It's like you want your rainbow. You want your pot. I heard the little Lucky Charms guy, like the pot at the end of the rainbow or something like that. You want your rainbow. You want it. You want it now. Look, there's a rainbow right there. I didn't even see that. Okay, so look. This card right here is all about air as well. This is water, air, okay? This is 6 swords. This is moving away from a difficult time. You may even be going with someone. Like this could be your husband, wife. Somebody's moving away. Earth sign, somebody's moving away from troubled times. Somebody, even though you might, okay, I'm getting tingles. Even though you might have been annoyed with this entire process, I feel you're very annoyed, but you're going to get what you want to get. This is the goal. You are challenged to get to this perfect epitome of emotional and family fulfillment. Intuitive knowledge, complete perfection. It's coming. You're moving away from something that's annoying you to get there. Yeah, so look here. This is, just so you can see it, that is the Knight of Coin. Okay, so the Knight of Coin here, he is the slowest, most methodical knight in the entire deck of 78 cards. This knight is the only one that moves slowly, methodically. It's in representation of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, but outside of you, this is telling me that there's something here that you just like, there's nothing that can go slow with this. This right here in reverse tells me it's, you got to speed it up on this. This is going to have to happen in order to get there to where you want to be. And somebody outside of you is encouraging you. Take the steps. Take the steps. Steps still being another theme here. You got to take the steps. Quicker. Faster. If you don't want to be annoyed any longer. Yeah, you got to work at this. This is the 8 of Coins. This guy's perfecting his craft. You have to continuously take the steps. You need to speed it up, move it along, and understand that even though you may have this annoyance, it's just an annoyance. Don't get so stuck on shit. That's what I'm hearing. I'm getting tea. Okay. Is that it? All right. Yeah. Look at all those coins right there. You have got the Knight of Coins in reverse, the 8 of Coins, and the 2 of Coins. That's all earth manifested energy. Things we touch, taste, feel, smell, all the senses. Here in this outcome, as you're working towards this to get to where you want to have this perfect, wonderful life, you have to leave the annoyances behind. You have to drop all of the I shoulda, coulda, don't should all over yourself. Earth signs, I hear you. Okay? No shoulding. I want you to drop that word from your complete vocabulary. And understand you've got to speed this up. This can't be no slow, methodical process no more. You can't wait around on this. That's why there's an annoyance. There's an urgency here. Stay focused on what you're doing, what you're accomplishing that's best suited for you, Earth signs. And you're going to get it down to a couple of things. And that's okay right now. You know, because kabam, shazam, you've got another time. That came out twice tonight, didn't it? Yeah. So you have victory. This is the epitome of balanced dualities, okay? There's a duality there. There's a choice. There's two. You can move forward. There's going to be things, people, places, and things that are going to annoy. You're going to be annoyed. You're going to get annoyed. Okay, so just say it outside. I'm going to get fucking annoyed, and that's okay. Because I know I got my eye on the prize, and I'm going to speed it up, and I'm going to make the right decisions that I need to make. Even if it means I have to boil it down to a couple of things at this point. And if I'm not sure, I'm not going to move forward until I have complete clarity through the balance of the options that are being presented. You need a star card for clarification. Okay. Do you want that? Okay. So you have Cancer here, Earth signs. There might be a Cancer that's in your life, or the Cancer new or full moon that's coming up might be some kind of a time period to get to this victory. Huh? Look at that. You got moon perception, and you got dignified in strength. I love this for y'all. A lot of the times, Earth signs, you know, sometimes you can get like stuck in it. Because you're so like the grounded, like feeling into everything that is of earthly realms. Not to say that everybody's rising sign somebody might have a Cancer rising or Cancer moon. But understand this, through this reading, in order to get this complete emotional fulfillment that you're looking for, it's going to take some work, but you need to speed it up. But you're going to get there. And just remember that everything happens in cycles. Every fucking thing happens in cycles. You have to realize the sense of urgency that you're feeling from the annoyance in order to get to where you want to get is what's blocking you. That's what's blocking you. The actual sense of annoyance is exactly what's blocking you. Don't feel as though, you know, don't be so uppity about all of it. Lighten the load a little. Be a little more jovial with it. You have this victory card, which is in representation of Sagittarius as your outcome there. So they're very jovial. Sagittarius is, if you ever met a Sag, they're just happy as go lucky can be, you know. So be a little more jovial with this, knowing that it's coming. And the annoyance, just move away from it. It's over. It's done. You know, I mean, you just move on. But you're going to have to speed things up because I see you can get stuck on stuff. Getting stuck on stuff. I saw gum stuck. Like, you know, back in the day when you used to go in, people had gum stuck on the freaking table underneath. So disgusting. I just had a good childhood memory. My friend was like, I dare you to put your gum down there. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Well, finally, you know, you're a kid, you're a teenager. It was at Taco Villa in Midland, Texas on the way home from junior high. And they said, put your gum under there. And I was like, okay. And so I did it. And as soon as I did it, I got freaking busted by the chick that behind the counter. She saw me doing it. I was always getting in trouble when I was a kid. But innocent fun. Nothing massive, major, you know. Okay. If you have any questions, I will take up to 3 questions. But I do want to remind everybody. Oops. These are the prizes that we're playing for. We'll give it away next full moon. We have these stress cards. It's 50 card deck. And they're really fun cards where like basically you just pull one a day in the morning and it gives you different exercises and things to think about. And then an affirmation that goes with it. I like it. I got 2 of them. So I got one for y'all and I got one for me. And then we have the jasmine incense with the holder. We also have the bundle of the white sage and cedar. This is both cedar and white sage. And I threw in one of my personal little shells there. So you have something to set it in. And where's the diffuser? There it is. I have a diffuser with some oil, just like something you can hang in your car or in a small space. And then I'm going to put my sparkling sea mist moon spray in here for whoever wins. And we'll do it mid-January on the full moon. Is it mid-January? It's either mid-January or the first week in January. I'll have to relook. Also got my new calendar in for next year, so I got to go open that up and look at it. Make sure that you like and subscribe and comment on the YouTube channel to get your name in the drawing. Please share and you get an extra point. All right. Let's see here. What do we got? Thank you guys for hanging in for so long. I do appreciate it. This is just my thing I do to have fun and give back. I heard somebody asking, why is it so long? I really like how Renee pointed this out to me as I was in the channel. Interesting, the polarity of the dark entity and the light of the children most newly arrived from the spirit world. You know, it really is. How all of that came to be is much like my entire life. Lots of things happen in my life that I can't explain other than I call for it. I just call for it energetically. And when I call for it and then I leave it alone, you know, it's a calling. It's such a subtle, knowing, such a subtle art to allow the manifestation to come to fruition without really caring about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, yeah, I miss kids. I miss, and then move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing you know, like for the next 30 days, I'm going to have kids here 3 days a week, swimming in the pool in the back. Just blessing this sacred land that I live on. I mean, my heart expanded times 10. Heck yes, use my pool. I'll heat it up, keep it warm for them. You know, it's nice. We have like lower mid 70s. So I think it gets like in the upper 60s once. So this next week, I haven't looked so far ahead, but anyway. All right. So feels good to get back in the saddle of things. I do appreciate all the prayers and the light still sent, as this is an ongoing thing. And I really do not know the outcome. And if you are on the replay and maybe you're new, just thank you for hanging. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring about your own frequencies and working on your own energy bodies every single day. You know, we have to remember to do that, especially if we're going through it. It's important. I will admit I didn't go out and ground a whole lot, but I grounded in my house, or I grounded sitting next to my canal. And I did a lot of sun gazing. I would sun gaze from the balcony as the sun sets. And as you go through the process and you're feeling all of everything you have brought to yourself, because all of that I created, all of it. And then you have to ask yourself, why did I bring this to myself? You know, what lesson did I need to learn this time? And then the ego says, oh, but damn, haven't I had enough? I thought I was done with that. No, you're not. Psych, says the universe. Shit. All right. Okay, so let's see if there's any questions in the chat. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I see you all there. You're welcome, Amy. Okay. Joshua is the first question. All right, let's see what we got here, Joshua. All right. I want to know if what I am doing will bring us our baby next year. I want to know if what I'm doing will bring us our baby next year. Those just flew out. Oh, yes, that's the answer. Okay, what have I been saying all night? You need clarification. You need clear, precise knowledge. And then I want you to clear your body. You need to do a detox. Not the mom, you. Because it has to do with your energy structure, is what I'm being told. Nothing wrong with you. Everybody loves you. But there's a nurturing element coming in. Now, whether that be your wife or your mom, Ceres is like the mother of Earth. Okay, so you know the story of Persephone and Demeter from Greek mythology, right? So Ceres is Demeter, the mother, who was so distraught and so sad when Persephone went to the underworld to be with Pluto or Hades, which Persephone is Venus, right? So it's all in the sky. But this is a story of having to give up for a time period and allow the cycles to pass before the rebirth can come again, Joshua. You know this deep down. And everything that's happened, you need to understand that the frequency that you're emitting has to do with a lot of it too. So I'd really give yourself a good cleanse, maybe a little detox or something. And then I would move forward with a very mothering, loving nature. And knowing that through getting clear in your clarity, through your physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional bodies, let's work on those 4. Getting clear, your frequency will rise, and you're going to feel this beautiful blossoming, and your baby's going to come. So there you go. All right, Joshua. Let's see what we got here. Can we expect more strange vibrations this week, like last couple days? Yeah, it's going to be pretty strong tomorrow and into Thursday, Friday. I mean, the whole week is a build. Honestly, we're going to be expecting these kind of energies to build on a collective level. And remember, when you're picking up on stuff, if you're highly spiritual, highly empath, intuitive, psychic, shaman, whatever, you know that you're connecting in with a lot of different energies in the collective consciousness around the entire planet. So we tap in more. When we start receiving all this light and all these electromagnetics start coming in, we have solar flares and sunbursts and all this stuff. This light is raising the frequency, the vibration of the planet, therefore raising us. So just say thank you. And like if you have a symptom and you can't deal with it, then you just sit with your highest self and you ask your soul family, your guides, universe, God, source, to just calm it down a little. I always say, tone it down a little, calm it down a little. And it tends to work. But then, you know, I do everything I can to keep mine. I'm doing a lot of self-care right now because that's what my life path calls for. Basically do what your life path calls for. I don't see it really lightening this next 2 weeks. A little bit more light, kind of, you know, in like when I say lightning, I mean like the energy not being as tense. I see it happening like a little lighter over the weekend after the full moon apexes. Okay. Any more questions? Your ears hurt? Yeah. In the morning, my ears are really bad. Really, really bad. Like I get high tones, but I get tones anyway when different energies come in and out. So yeah. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. Sly, what's in store for you? I don't know. Maybe you might want to get a little more specific because that's super general. All right. Hey, Chanda, here's some at start, but had to go off. Oh, darn. Water signs, intuition, trust, patience, love, fun. Felt the dark night of the soul, too. Sending you hugs. Go to listen to the rest of... Okay. Nice. Thank you for popping on in, Maria Moon. I always love you being here. All right, guys. All right. That's it. That's it. No, I'm not doing any personal readings. I'm not doing shit until after the first of the year. If you want a personal reading, you're going to have to get on the waiting list, and it's in my Facebook Messenger. Y'all, I hadn't even finished my website, and I'm 4 classes behind because I'm taking a year-long Hellenistic astrology course because I know evolutionary astrology, but I want to know everything about the Hellenistic side of it too. So I'm really laying off of readings for a little while to get myself refocused. This was a massive, like, every single day trauma event, and I don't know what's coming either. Actually, I do. So I'm not doing any readings for a little while, but I'll be back sometime in January and we'll resume the readings, and I'll be a better, well-rounded individual because right now I'm just kind of going through it, you know, but I love every single one of you and I appreciate every single one of you. I really, really do. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Please continue to keep my son in your prayers. It can get really intense for him. And it may have already, but I chose not to answer my phone with all the SOS calls today so that I could focus and be here. So I love you guys. Love you. Love you. Jerry and Lynn, I love you. I love you, everybody. Remember, this week, get out underneath this full moon. It has some magical powers. And then we have solstice next week. We'll do solstice ceremony. Check Chanda Sparkle AstroTarot, as well as Chanda Sparkle's Facebook page. And I will be posting the few little items that you will need if you want to do the winter solstice next Tuesday night right here for AstroTarot Tuesday Night Live. All right, guys. I love you. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle. Remember, you are the God Spark.